Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dribble Sports Show. Plenty on today's agenda. We've had Origin teams announced in the last 48 hours. We've had Magic Round review, plenty of upsets and big scores in the AFL. But let's dive into the NRL first and foremost. To my co-host Frank, how are you this week, mate?
Doing good, mate. It was a big weekend in the life of Dribble Sport. A bit of controversy.
Yes, it was
across the socials, which I didn't see coming personally.
Yeah, no, neither did I.
So, a bit of an interesting week in the life. But hey, that goes to show you the power of Dribble Sport, sport in general, and social media.
That's right.
Who thought, 10 years ago, who would have thought that you could put just a simple joke rage bait video out and get arguably one of the biggest players in the game, no, not you, Nicho Hynes, Reece Walsh, to comment on it. And then get an interesting DM from an NRL player in the early hours of the morning. Just a bizarro world we live in, but very funny nonetheless.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with any of it
Neither.
on both ends, to be honest, in regards to getting reached out to from a couple of NRL players. But boys and girls, make sure to do it at a reasonable hour because I wasn't really happy to wake up to an Instagram notification at 4:45 a.m. from that specific person or persons. But hey, nonetheless, play on. I mean, I'd love to see what they're sending blokes like Gordon Tallis and shit like that at 4 a.m. if, dealing with two blokes with 2,000 followers is under their nerves. So poor old. But I'm pretty sure literally NRL 360 is literally that. So
I just
shout
can't
out to them. At least they get paid for it. But hey, nevertheless, if it inspired your Cronulla Sharks to absolutely flog the Bulldogs regardless. So
look, I think I'll address it very quickly.
Sure.
My overall point that I was trying to get at with the video, was it rage bait? Yes. Was it cleverly edited? Yes, obviously, because it got lots of nibbles. My overall point is simply this. Is Nicho Hynes a good football player? Yes. He is.
Yeah, well, he's better than us.
Exactly right. Is he a better football player than us? Yes. Am I a fat retard? Also, yes. So none of these things are not true. You also know what else is not true? That guy, unfortunately, has underdelivered for a $1.1 million player in every single year he has been on that contract. And that is not a bad thing to say. As a Cronulla Sharks fan myself, I'm allowed to say it. For $1.1 million, I expect you to deliver. And for that price tag, I think you would probably agree with me. That comes with clutch. You got to be a clutch player.
Got to do what Latrell's been doing.
Big moments, and you have to be consistent. And unfortunately, that guy is none of those three. And that is not... I don't think that's rude. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's anything like that to say. I think you should be allowed to say that. So for everyone who's coming at me and telling me I'm a fat retard for saying that, get a fucking dog up ya, because it's true for one, and I'm allowed to say it. And he has a right to fire back as well.
Absolutely.
So we had zero problems with what happened.
No, absolutely.
It was all fair and all just and all play on in my book. So
me too. It's the nature of the game when you're in the engagement market. But hey, everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Exactly
Could have it been delivered slightly differently? Yeah, potentially. But hey, would it have been as engaging or gotten what we got out of it? Probably not. But also, people in the real world get paid to do shit like that and say worse. That's more personal for starters. We're talking 100%. About a fucking bloke's football performance, like we're talking about his friends or his family. That would be different.
100%.
But hey, again, each to their own opinion. I got no problem with the guy. The only one that I dislike from the Sharks is Ronaldo Mulatalo, and that's because he cut in front of me at the line and Vonal room and told me I was a ginger C word. So
I'm pretty sure Nicho was there too, wasn't he?
Actually, he was. So yeah, well, maybe there is a bit of fucking rage there, but no, let's forgive and forget in regards to that. But
fair play from all parties.
We won't be fucking scared off the ball. Trust me, I've had the worst of the bunch. I reckon facing the whole Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs fan club, and again, you get what you're given. And fortunately for us, we can actually take shit as well as we give shit. Point. So you won't be seeing us back down anytime soon.
No.
So
and also, I think we deserve a bit of a pat on the back too, because I'll tell you what, if some other channels copped the DM that we copped, they would have been fucking either sending it out, they would have been posting it, they would have been replying. Like we could have milked the shit out of that. We didn't, because fair play. We took a shot. He took a shot back. Play on.
Yeah.
And we got nothing more to say. So that's the situation. And look, if it gets the fucking whole team to play out that every single week, I'll fucking shoot shots every single fucking episode here.
That's right. And maybe I might go off at a South player this week and see how they deliver next week.
Just try it. I mean, to be fair, you did have a crack at Cody Walker. Not to the degree that I did, but
yeah.
You know, this isn't the first time we've had cracks at players, and it won't be the last. And I also want to say, if you fucking got the nerve to DM us and say, you don't know what you're doing, or, you could do better, or here's some advice for you. Shut the fuck up, all right? Because you're placed in positions where you shouldn't be, and you can't say what you want to say. And we can. So these people, and I won't name who we're both thinking of, but I will name one. Cooper Johns, you fucking comment and have a go at us, mate. Geez, I could go off right now.
I've always been a long-term listener of the Johns Family podcast, and I also thought it was very fun. I would have liked to have responded to his comment with no, mate, you're not known for your bad defence. You're known because of your dad and your mum and your brothers.
Literally.
I thought you're Jack Johns' brother, no?
Yeah, I thought he was Jack Johns.
That would have been my reply, but unfortunately got deleted.
I thought he was the nephew of Andrew or something. I don't know. Anyway, but these people, they can't say what they want to say, right? If fucking Cooper Johns wanted to have a go at Sportsbet, he can't do it because he's employed by Sportsbet. If he wants to have a go at Seabold and say Seabold's a dork and he's a shit coach, guess what? He can't do it. This guy's employed by fucking positions of power where he can't say what he wants to say. So fuck you for telling us we can't say what we want to say. We will continue to say what the people think.
Yeah, what do we get the heat for?
Exactly. People think what we say and we get to say it. So don't you dare give us advice like that, although you are doing very well. So fair play.
I know. He's literally doing exactly what we want to be doing. So yeah, maybe it's not tall poppy syndrome, but we're pretty much just jealous. So that's probably why we just came at you there. But
fair play on all fronts.
Yeah, shout out to Jack Johns' brother.
Yes, shout out. Now let's get into it.
Let's move on because I'm sick about talking about the Cronulla Sharks.
Me too, but we'll get back into them shortly.
Yeah, but it's good to know that they perform better on Instagram than they do on the football field. Okay, moving on. All right, so we had Magic Round over the weekend. Some pretty big score lines. Let's fire through them real quick.
Just before we do, what did you think of Magic Round overall?
From what I saw on socials, other than the death threats I received, I thought it looked very fun. I would have loved to have gone potentially. It must be a massive weekend on the piss. I mean, every man and their dog were up there. A lot of content creators up there.
Yeah.
All the vanilla ones and all the good ones were up there. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to try it one year. That's about all I've got for. I would have liked a lot more of South one, but
yeah. I don't know. Like, there's something wasn't the same this year for mine.
I think it might have been over created. Is that right? I think it was
like too much.
Too many people went, but I guess it's the whole fucking point of me doing content in the rugby league space. You go to that event, right? I think I might have had too much of it shoved down my throat.
Maybe, yeah. I'm glad I wasn't there because of the heat that fucking I was copping. I wouldn't have wanted to be on Caxton Street at that exact time. So I'm glad I wasn't there. But I don't know. There was something missing. I don't know if it was the games under-delivered. Like, there were a lot of blowouts and there were a lot of not interesting games. Like, just something wasn't the same as, like, last year where I loved it, the year before, unbelievable. And now we've got it re-signed for another 5 years or whatever it is. So, hey, maybe we'll be there in the future. But
I see what you mean, though. Like, there was 2 or 3 close-ish games. Well, actually, not really. The only close game was the Cowboys Roosters, and the rest had like 20-point plus margin. So that maybe could have been it. Just not really any even games. PVL ball, whatever the fuck.
Could have been that.
But we had the Cronulla Sharks defeat the Bulldogs 38-16.
Yes.
The fucking Redcliffe Dolphins 32 beat the Rabbitohs 10.
Tough.
Sea Eagles flogged the Tigers 46-18. The Cowboys upset the Roosters 18-12. At the Storm, back in their winning ways, defeated the Eels 34-8.
Yep.
The Newcastle Knights rolled the Titans 36-12. The Wars flogged the Broncos for 30 points, 42-12. But at what cost, losing their star halfback for the year, Tanner Boyd. We'll get into that. And the Panthers just got the 2 points against the Dragons. Literally all they had to do there was just rock up. And unfortunately, the Canberra Raiders missed out on Magic Round this year, but not all bad news. They get the 2 points, which fucking they needed just as bad as anyone. So
100%.
Can
I touch on the Sharks game very quickly?
Let's touch on it.
Because I know we've got our most impressive and concerning teams. These are neither of mine, but I do want to touch on the Sharks game. I'm sure you want to touch on the Rabbitohs game very quickly.
Yep.
I just want to say, I know you hate Ronaldo Mulatalo, and I get it, but he means so much to our Cronulla Sharks team.
And again, he is a gun player, and hate's a strong word. Like, again, I had a run-in with him at the Vinyl Room where I was called a ginger C word, which was probably valid. But hey, Ronaldo, this isn't the fucking Queensland Maroons camp. You're lost. There's a fucking line. Get in the back of it, pal. All right, moving on.
He just means so much to this Sharks team. Like, I had some comments on that post that was saying Nicho Hynes is the heart and soul of the Sharks team. He's not, mate. Mulatalo is. Like, when he comes back, you could just see the energy lifted and just the intensity in that game from the Sharks. It all started from Ronaldo, and I was a bit confused because he's a left winger generally, like played left wing most of his career. And he comes out, he's on the right wing with Ramian, who's back in for the first time. So they've got Stoney and Iro on the left. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that's dangerous. Like, that's the most rocks or diamond edge I've ever seen in my life, Ramian and Mulatalo. And it was diamonds this weekend, but the Sharks just dominated that game. Bulldogs couldn't get any possession, errors galore. They were awful in attack, but our defense was pretty good. But I want to give a massive shout out. I thought Trindle was the best half on the field, and he was good. Nicho was good as well. I'll give him credit for sure.
He was fucking great.
He was great. Scored a good try. He was good. Will Kennedy, probably the best player on the field. He's been one of our best this year. I haven't given him much credit, but he's on contract year, so it makes a lot of sense.
He's consistently like a 7.5 or above out of 10 every single week, which is great for like, he's not a fucking household name, but he certainly is like in the Cronulla Sharks for sure. He's great.
Yeah, he's been good. I don't know. I tend to think he's not going to get another contract at the Sharks, but he's playing for a contract, whether it's at another club or Super League. I don't really know, but he's been good for us. So
Bears would have him.
Want to give a shout out to him, and then also Hohepa Puru. I've been talking about the Purus for ages. I said it in that post. I said, if someone's head has to roll, give Puru a chance because he's all energy. He came in, he played hooker. He had the bald head out of the spine of Trindle, Kennedy, and Puru. You literally couldn't tell them apart. And he was brilliant, all effort. So I want to see that every single week from the Sharks, and maybe with a guy like Ronaldo back, we will see that energy lifted. But I'm not getting too ahead of myself because the Bulldogs were woeful, and they have been woeful for the past 6 weeks. So
yeah, I'm with you.
Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but hey, a good performance nonetheless.
No, that's fine. And the statistics, not me, not a guy who doesn't know anything about the game. Relax. The statistics would say that the Sharks are going to get rolled next week because you've won, you've lost, you've won. So if they can win 2 back-to-back, that'd be great. In fact, you know what's crazy? I would love the Sharks to win the comp if South didn't win it, just so your clip could be the fucking clip that got them over the line.
Yeah. How do I win? How do I lose out of this, though?
Well, how did I lose out of that? Because the Bulldogs lose, Australia win. Yeah. So my arch enemy lose. If the Sharks lose, you win. Yeah. I mean, if the Sharks win,
I lose.
You lose.
Yeah.
So I win no matter what.
But I don't
just
really
have to sit and wait this game.
It's like, oh, you take age bad. Guess what? If the fucking Sharks go all the way to the grand final and win, I'm the happiest bloke in Cronulla. 100%. So no, I can't fucking lose.
I think what threw them off was you wearing my South jersey. But again, if people would actually just click on the podcast and listen, things get taken out of context. Frank's actually said that he loved Nicho Hynes and the Sharks, but we only took out the bits that he said needed work.
Exactly right.
You know what I mean? That's why when I talk about players like Sean Kepi and Cody Walker, I say how much I love them and what they do well, then say what I don't like.
I'll work on my delivery in the
future. But again,
future.
I'm a fucking fat loser on 80 grand a year doing a fucking podcast once a week. I don't get paid to critique or perform like journalists or players or board members. I'm just a fucking fat guy from the sticks in another state where you can't hurt me talking about footy that I love. So yeah, I am wrong and I am a fat idiot. I know that.
All true.
Sticks and stones, brother. Yeah. I'm going to sit here and say you shit I can.
Yeah, and look, we take it as good as anyone else. We're going to give it and we're going to take it. That's the fucking nature of the game. So a lot of people should take that on board.
100%.
Now let's move on. We've talked about the Sharks enough. We've glazed them.
Look, but I want to talk about the Dolphins South. Yes. What the hell happened in that game? Error after error. Poor old friend of the podcast, Bronson Garlic, just got fucking a couple errors that just burned us from dummy half. But the Dolphins, man, they just fucking smashed us. They were just a high-scoring machine. I knew it was going to happen. I knew they were going to score big points, but some of them were just soft, and we had no answer. I mean, as soon as Latrell came back in the side, we thought, fuck, we got this in the bag, and maybe that's why, but they maybe took it a bit lazy, but he's 50-50. He's out now for a couple of weeks. Campbell Graham out for a couple of weeks. So
tough.
The injury toll for South is starting to build up, but I wasn't expecting to get beaten by 20 points, so that was a tough watch. Seeing the Swans almost lose and South lose in the same fucking room, it was a tough, quiet house in my household.
Yeah, it's tough. They were bad beyond words, but what I guess you just chalk it to the game and move on. But
we'll move on from this. We play the Cowboys, which will be a good game and get a bye. So we'll watch this space on them.
Yeah.
Tigers, Eagles. What the fucking fuck?
I watched that game. Absolute bashing. Hamoli Olakawatu, absolutely on fire. Look, I'll get into it. They're my most impressive team this week.
Yeah,
they were my most impressive team this week. It was Manly. Obviously, it's hard to go past the Wars as well, but Manly were just awesome to the eye. Like, I was really harsh on them at the start of this year, more so because of the coach, I think, the coaching style that Seabold sort of plays. And I think deservedly so, because they haven't looked good for the past 18 months. But under Fosball, oh my God, they are hitting different. Like, the pace that they attack with through their edges specifically is so elite. Not under Foz, no.
They haven't lost with Foz yet.
No.
You serious?
I don't think so.
Fucking hell. Maybe once, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
But
I still think their forward pack looks like shit on paper, but it just works for their style. And I kind of thought they would struggle this year with like the meters gain and stuff like that against bigger forward packs. But with this PVL ball style, it's kind of irrelevant. And they're what they're doing is they're really utilizing the power of their back five with Garrick, Saab on the right, Kula and Hopewadi, who've been unbelievable on the left. And then even Falalo has been so good at fullback. I think that kind of covers that issue of that. Plus the pace of play at the moment, they're just non-stop. And then you've got obviously the fucking Homoli on that right edge who just bashes people.
Yep.
Great in the air. He absolutely killed Alex Seyfarth at Magic Round. I don't know if you saw that tackle. Holy hell.
Fold him in half, yeah.
And he's putting massive, defensive shots on. So I think they're benefiting from PVL ball, and I thought they were incredible against the Tigers, and they're awesome to watch. So I'm going to give them a shout out and some credit this week.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we hit them pretty heavily at the start of the year for how bad they were. We didn't like their team. I still don't like their team. But like they just smashed the Tigers. And also, as good as Manly are, I said this last week, they're my most concerning team, the Tigers, in regards to how they perform without key players like Adam Doo, etc. But I've officially put the line through the Tigers.
I think so.
They've dropped outside the 8 this year. It was a fun ride, Tigers fans. Yeah. I apologise, and I was with you all the way. It was great to see them winning games, big games at home. But unfortunately now I reckon we'll see the numbers drop off. The Tigers are fucking done and dusted.
Yeah. Taylor May out.
Taylor May is a huge one. I mean, they get the bye next week, this week coming, which is massively needed. But I think I've seen enough in the last few weeks in the competition that they've played to say that the Tigers are done for, especially without these big names, Luai, May brothers, Dewey, fucking just, Apocoruscao. If they're not at full strength, I just can't see them beating any top 6 to 7 teams. So
yeah, and they're just conceding a lot of points. I think they've conceded like 120 points in the last 3 weeks alone. So they're just getting bashed. Their defense is getting tested. So yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of a drawback for the Tigers. But hey, who knows what the rest of the season will hold? Yep,
I'm hearing you. Cowboys, Roosters, anything you want to talk about there? I mean...
Nah, not really. I didn't get to watch much of it.
Nah, I didn't catch that game, but I don't think... I wasn't seeing that result. I thought the Cowboys had a bit of a point to prove and could score points, but the unders cashed and they beat the Roosters, who were flying high. So
can't believe the unders cashed in that game. If you put a gun to my head that week and said, what game do you think has points in it? I'm thinking probably Roosters Cowboys, right? Probably. So
there was some good value for them during the week too. I'm not sure if we mentioned it, but
I know Tupou went off with, I think it was head knock, some sort of head knock early in the game. So might have stunted a bit of their offense. But I don't know. Like I've been saying the past couple of weeks, I'm not fully sold on the Chooks just yet. And it appears to maybe be that way. But hey, who knows? I can't get a read on the Cowboys either. So just 2 bogey teams at the minute.
Nah, like I said, I wasn't expecting that result. But nevertheless, we see the fucking Cowboys get it done.
Yep.
Storm just flogging Para. What's the go there?
I had a feeling that was the case. Storm 13 plus, I believe, was my value pick of the week.
Yep.
Just the Eels, just too bad defensively. Look, they had chances, and they put a couple of tries on them in the second half, and they looked decent at times. But I think this is just a matchup the Storm love, and they dominate, and history would show that, and they deliver again. So I think the Stars have stood up for the Storm in the last couple of weeks. We'll see how they go over Origin. Obviously missing Munster. I don't know if there's any other... Is there any other Storm players out? I think
Origin?
Yeah, I think it might just be months. Yeah, for fuck. That makes sense. Anyway, we'll get into that shortly. But
your mate.
Yeah, Storm with a bashing. Not back yet for mine, but good to get them back on winning ways for the last couple of weeks.
And those 2 teams, the Lomax Cup, that is literally the 2 teams that you probably shit on the most. But yeah, I thought maybe... that was a game the Eels could get up for. Like I said, 3 weeks ago, I gave them these huge raps when they had that win at home against, I think, the Dogs. And they just were exceptional. And I thought, holy shit, these guys actually have a bit of tick up. But since that game, they've been getting bathed, pretty badly. So, yeah, Eels not looking good either. The Newcastle Knights, the fucking steam train keeps rolling. I mean, Titans aren't much of a defensive side. Or a side in general, to be honest. I mean, if I really come the Titans at me now, fuck's sake. But yeah, Newcastle Knights 36-12. I mean, that left edge just scoring tries. But it wasn't their left edge that was the impressive one. It was the right. Dom Young with 3 tries. Gagai with his own. I can't believe they left him out of the Queensland Maroons side. Fucking give the guy a fucking run.
Who's that?
I mean, Gagai, they picked... I mean, we'll get into it, but they're choosing Jojo for Fafita over Gagai? I mean, come on.
Do they have the best back five in the comp?
I don't think you want me to answer that question.
Okay, rule the Rabbitohs out. Do they have the best back five in the 16?
I think Dolphins are better.
Yeah, you could be right. I think you can make an argument.
I reckon we can make an argument. Maybe we do that next week. We'll argue for the best lefts and right sides. But at full strength, I'm still taking statistically the mighty Rabbitohs, and then they're probably the Dolphins. I'd even say the Dolphins are better than South.
I think
biased out of it.
I reckon at their peak, Knights at their best, that wing pairing of Marju and Young are arguably the most damaging wing pairing in the comp. Obviously they can be absolute nufties.
Which is crazy how mediocre they are, but that is the exact same as South Sydney and the Dolphins, how mediocre those guys are if they didn't have that attack. You chuck Asako back on the Broncos, Alex Johnson anywhere else, probably not going to be scoring any tries if not playing first grade. So
it's crazy.
But yeah.
I was a little bit concerned coming into that game because there was a bit of movement. Obviously, Bradman Best, poor guy, man, just getting towed with injury of late.
Yep.
And then Fletcher Sharp moved to left centre, which I was bizarre. Well, I thought it was bizarre, but it worked out. 2 tries. That guy loves Magic Round. Always back in when he plays at Magic Round. Had a hat trick last year.
What's his contract looking like?
No idea, but it should be going up, whatever it is.
I don't reckon they'll keep him. I reckon they can't keep him.
Yeah,
with the fucking halves they've got there.
It's a good point. Yeah, they're going to have a decision to make.
I reckon they're going to struggle to keep him, re-sign with Ponga and all that.
Yeah.
Another one who did we talk about the last game I want to talk about?
For the Knights?
No, it was somebody who I want to talk about in regards to contracts, but I've forgotten now. Never mind. Sorry about that. Train of thought. But yeah, the Knights absolutely flying.
Yep.
Titans they got to go back to the fucking New South Wales Queensland Cup.
And the Knights line, we got to start questioning this because I think it's been 8.5 the last 2-3 weeks, and they are fucking bashing teams.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that.
Bashing teams. We also on Sunday had the Warriors put 42 points on the Broncos. I would have loved them to put 50 on, just rule that line through.
Yeah.
Something I want to talk about is about 3-4 weeks ago we discussed the halves issue they had with Boyd, Tavita, Metcalf, Tamari Martin.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how, a month later, Tanner Boyd, who's been absolutely on fire, and it sucks to see him out for the ACL.
Man.
The Warriors are so unlucky. Mitch Barnett last year, Tanner Boyd this year, Metcalf last year. It sucks. I still reckon this team are in a 5-year premiership window and still on the way up. But losing Tanner Boyd sucks. Fortunately, they still have the guys like Metcalf who can slot back in, Tamari Martin who can slot back in. I fucking love Tamari Martin.
So we're recording this on a Wednesday for the first time in quite a while. So team lists are out. They've picked Tamari Martin. At 7.
Over Metcalf?
Yeah.
I love that for me. I mean, I'm a bit of a Metcalf disliker.
Metcalf
not a
fader.
hater.
Metcalf fader.
Metcalf fader. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. So, what's the go with the Broncos? They're just so hard to watch.
I don't know, but the dribble sport curse is just living on. Reece Welsh comments on the post, having a dig. Unfortunately, goes off. I think he had some sort of HIA at the end. I think he's all good.
Into his comment, I'd like to see you try. I was like, I'd fucking love to see us try as well. That's answer your question. And then I commented back saying, hater series, golf hater series. And then he commented when, and then deleted it.
Oh, wow.
Would have loved to have seen you playing Reece Walsh in golf.
I didn't see that one, but that would have been fucking cinema.
I would have fucking smoked him. Respectfully.
But what is even... I've never seen him play golf.
Nah, I've only seen the Troy Mitchell's video, and he'd bring off 6 or 7. I reckon, that guy.
Fucking Broncos are just... I don't know where they are at the minute. Reynolds with 2 tries.
I think they're still premiership hungover.
Could be.
I think they're still on a premiership hangover.
Could be, but as the rounds go on and they keep conceding and losing and getting injuries, I'm like, geez, man, it's getting tougher and tougher to really see these guys delivering come into the season.
I'll have to see it, because hopefully we play them in the fucking finals and smoke them, although they're probably a different beast when it comes to finals. They've got some real talent on paper. So, and lastly, we had the Panthers beat the Dragons. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, no. What are you talking about? I actually thought the Dragons were better than they had been in the last couple of weeks, but...
Were Penrith just not as trying that hard?
It was super wet weather. It was raining like fuck.
What a shitty way to close out Magic Round. For Dragons fans, at least.
Good for everyone else.
Do you reckon they went home before the game?
Yeah, I think so. The left side, as you predicted, did very, very well. I think the only one that missed was Casey McLean out of your multi that you were saying left centre, left wing, left second rower.
Pretty much just back anyone left side of centre.
I had Jenkins 2+ at like $3 or something, and it cashed in 36 minutes. So that was an easy watch. Yep. Not too much to note there, but poor Dragons fans.
Yep, I love that. Was there any concerning team for you this week? Like I said, the Warriors were my most impressive team, but we sort of touched on how good they've been. So Did you have a concerning team at all?
Not really. Like, I'm kind of just sick of talking about the same teams because I'm concerned with those. Like, the Bulldogs, everyone's concerned with the Bulldogs at the moment. The Tigers, everyone's concerned with. The Eels, we know. The Titans, we've talked about 100 times. The Bronx, we've discussed. And the Dragons have been shit all year. So, to be honest, I'm not that concerned. It is what it is at this point.
Well, how about this?
Okay.
I've got something here that's going to solve that problem for you. We don't have to talk about any of those teams.
What do you got?
The most concerning team I saw this week was the Queensland Maroons Game 1 squad. I mean, what are we fucking doing here? Some of these names I'm going to read through, how the hell have they been selected? Are they just throwing shit at a wall to see what sticks? Well, we know the answer to that because they do it every year. Jojo Fafita. Thomas Flegler is not even the fucking starting prop for his team, let alone Queensland. Tino. We haven't seen Tino since fucking 2018. Fucking Britton Nakora. I mean, you're the one who said he shouldn't deserve a spot. Him starting. I mean, some of those takes last week aged so well. Our boy Reece Walsh couldn't even make the squad. Trent Liero. Shibasaki. I mean, some of these guys have been performing so badly at club level.
Yeah.
I guess they got to get first crack going off their being in the team already. And again, are we going to get hate mail for saying they shouldn't have been picked? Probably. But fuck me dead. Go watch fucking NRL 360 where they get paid to do it.
I mean, we can talk about it. Like, there is some things in that team.
Watch them win by 40.
Both teams.
Absolutely in both teams. It comes both ways.
You scratch your head like... I actually had Jojo. I think I had him in my team. I believe I definitely had Cobbo, but I'm still questioning that the speed from the back five.
Did you see the comment someone put on thing saying, Did you just say Jojo was hot? Yes. She was like a child star 15 years ago. I was like, yeah, she's 5 years older than me. I was a child at the time also. In fact, I was looking up to her. So yeah, she was hot back then the day.
Very funny. My two biggest confusing ones were Britton Nikora and Trent Liero. Like, if you're debuting Nikora in 2026, why? Like not that he won't play good.
He's been great every year.
He's been much better the last 5 years. Right. So I don't understand why the last couple are now when he's averaging 50 meters a game. There's people coming off our bench that fucking add that. I mean, he does come off the bench sometimes, to be fair, as well. But
he's pretty good defensively too, no?
Yeah, he's fine. Like, he's a good player. He'll probably do well at Queensland level.
He's a great player.
He's a great player. He's been great for the Cronulla Sharks. An edge back row, hits the line hard.
Hits the line's hard for sure.
Hasn't had his greatest 2026. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, I'm confused with that one. The other one that I think is most confusing is Trent Liero. I mean, I'm happy to see it as a New South Wales fan because he's got about at least 5 drop balls a game.
Yeah.
So we'll take it. But hey, maybe it just goes to show that Queensland pick and stick, and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Honestly, I hope they beat us by 50 just because all of these takes are going to age. We've got to get this. That'll be a clip somewhere making fun of this team.
I will say Plath 13, I think, is a big tick.
Yeah.
I called the Plath inclusion. I thought it would be off the bench, but I think he's got Origin player written all over him, so I think he's going to be a gun there.
Yep.
And the Walker 7, we'll see how that ages. I thought the DCE 7 with a bit of experience might have made a bit more sense.
I wonder if he opted out this year. Same with Gagai, potentially. Maybe not as much Gagai. Maybe I wonder if DC opted out this year.
Maybe, but you also had a great call where you didn't even have Walsh in your team.
No, I had Ponga at fullback. I think I had Walker at 7 initially, and then you spooked me out with DC. I threw him in the 14. So I'm happy to see Sam Walker in this team in the end, but
it's dangerous, that halves pairing. Like, it could be great, it could be shit, but it just looks dangerous. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about Walker at 7. He could have a blinder.
Yeah, I mean, I think the shock one for me is Flegler. I mean, I understand giving Fafita a run, like just to give a new winger a run, but yeah, Flegler I think's gonna fucking up against that New South Wales full pack's gonna. Don't know what his minutes look like either, but he's been off the bench for the Dolphins. So.
A little bit injury prone too, so we'll see how they go.
But hey, all the best to them.
Yeah,
obviously.
Now that we've given the Queensland team shit, let's give the New South Wales team a bit of shit too. Yeah,
sure. Good idea. Let's do that. Just so you know, unbiased opinion.
I think I've got a couple of names I can throw at you.
Go for it.
Teddy fullback, tick.
Again, I liked it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a South guy, and you know what? I love seeing Teddy back at fullback. Yep. I think he's been a great player, and if I had to pick him off form over Edwards, he just gets there.
Yeah.
And he's proven.
Yeah, they're both proven, so I guess you can make an argument for sure for both. And Teddy's...
If I'm a Penrith fan, I'm fucking loving it.
100%.
Absolutely. This is. I love it when Latrell doesn't play Origin either.
Yeah.
Rest him, because to me, Origin doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
If they want to go up, obviously an NRL player's dream is to play in that arena, and good for them. But hey, if the less players from your club getting picked for Origin the better, because they ain't going to get injured. Because Cam Murray got injured last year playing, 2 years ago with fucking concussion and missed like 2 weeks with South, missed all of last year.
Yeah.
So it's like, trust me, take it as a blessing.
It's a good point. The only thing that worries me about Teddy is higher highs but lower lows for mine. Whereas Edwards, you kind of know what you're going to get. Yeah, he's going to have a pretty good game, but he's probably not going to be a 10. You know what I mean? So fair play there. Tolu Kola included on the wing though.
That's who I wanted to talk about in regards to contracts.
Okay.
What the hell are they going to do with his contract? What is it? Surely now, of how well he's playing, they just go, hey, Tobo, you've been fucking great and you are a superstar. We're going to try you at left centre from moving on because we got this Kola bloke who's worth over $1 million as superstar of the game, and I think he's got more fucking injection in the game than you do. Let's kill 2 birds, 1 stone. What are your thoughts there? Because if they don't, can Kola go, yeah, look, I reckon I'm worth over 1.2.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They got a decision to make because I don't know what he's on or when his contract expires or anything like that. I have no idea about the info, but when you look at their team now, right, they played him at fullback for a couple of weeks. They moved him back to left centre because I think they think Falalo sort of fits the team a little bit better for what they need. And Falalo he's had a couple of good games, so it's fair play. It looks like the core might have aged well. So, but you don't know what Kola thinks, right? He might think he's a specialist fullback, and they don't give him a crack at fullback, so he might fuck off. So I know that he played Oz Schoolboys on the wing, so I think he'll be fine. And he's like I've heard that he's really good under the high ball, but I have no idea.
But who else who played wing on the Australian Schoolboys?
Who?
Matthew Figo. So just goes to show what that could be. And I tell you who's played front row for Australian Schoolboys? Daniel Vasquez.
Yeah, true. Good point. But I love having Cooler in the team. I think having that explosiveness and that speed at Origin level is going to be awesome to watch. I just don't know about the wing. We'll find out.
Yep, love that. All right, let's quickly wrap up this.
2 more. I got 2 more for you.
Oh, you want to? Sorry, go for it.
2 more.
Yep.
Victor Radley. What the fuck is going on there? Do we want to play with 12 men on the field? Explain it.
Don't know. I don't know about this one. It's hilarious for sure.
Can anyone explain this? He's never played before. He's played for fucking England, and if they finally bend those rules, why this year? He's very injury concussion prone, which is not good at Origin level, obviously, and he's also a fucking grub, which I don't mind at Origin level, but he can't play with 12 men. If he gets sin bin, we're fucked. We're fucked.
I can't see him getting more than 20 minutes.
Is he a double agent? Is he a sleeper agent? Have they sent him in to ruin us? Do you think?
I got no idea, but why would Laurie Daly pick him over the likes of like Jackson fucking Ford?
I don't know.
That's my only debate. Got no problem. Good on him making the side.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Again, we got to play both sides now.
Sure.
But
he's a good ball player. I'll give him the credit. He's a good ball player.
But why do they need an extra ball player when they've got like a Yo already there?
Not sure. I don't understand it. I would love to have a please explain on this one.
I don't know. And like some of the blokes that missed out in that team, I reckon we're better for it.
No Jackson Ford is a huge call.
Like Daniel Saifidi?
That's the last point I had. I said, is it 2020? What the fuck?
But Daniel Saifidi over Jackson Ford again.
Yeah. Are we in 2020? We're 6 years removed. Like.
We've got an 80-minute prop leading the Dally M's second leading as a front row, playing in a winning team, playing well, who's versatile.
Tries galore.
Literally. But then you pick a bloke who's, up until the last few weeks, the Knights have been bang average, plays like 40 minutes a game, and with that time, doesn't really make a whole impact.
Is he impact off
Trey
the bench?
Mooney's the better front row of the team.
I don't know if he impacts off the bench. I don't know it. I don't know. Those two are just bizarre.
Is Spencer Leniu injured?
He can't.
But I was going to say, why wouldn't they just keep him in the team over those 2 blokes?
Not sure.
Don't know, but it's a comedy of errors. I feel like there just has to be something every single year.
Laurie's got a couple of please explains. Maybe they'll age well when they hit the Origin arena, but for now it's kind of confusing for sure.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to me. But
all right, let's keep it moving.
All right, lastly, the player of the rounds, Supercoach King easily by a country mile this week was Herbie Farnworth. 1 try assist, 170 run meters, 62 post-contact meters. Every time he touched the ball, he looked dangerous. Campbell Graham did well at times defensively, but 11 tackle busts, line breaks galore. They just broke through that fucking right edge for South time and time again, whether it was in the centres or the back row. And of course, as you saw, they just had all the balls. South just kept making errors after errors, and they just couldn't get any ball. Dolphins just had to score with it, and they did. And yeah, Herbie was fucking sensational.
Fair play. Who's your player of the week?
My player of the week is Nicho Hynes. I've absolutely loved this guy ever since he came into the competition. He's on fire. Whether it was just a try assist, allegedly late night Instagram DM, he was everywhere. quite clearly on Caxton Street to the late night of the evening.
Yes.
But yeah, just love to see that Frank's hero and beloved Sharks got the job done easy on Magic Round after an old-fashioned roll-up from a podcast with 2,000 followers. But the stats would say that they get flogged next week, so let's watch and wait. But kudos and hats off to Nicho Hynes just getting the job done and belting the Bulldogs, which is a great win for everyone in Australia. So in the end, best case result for me, so I'd love to tip the hat to Nicho.
Yep, love to hear it. And Nicho, you played a great game, mate. Fucking keep it up and take me to the grand final. I want to see another fucking ring, for the love of God.
Yep.
My player of the week, Hamoli Olakawatu. I just thought he was on absolute fire.
Yep.
And to be fair, has been for most of this year. Like, I just thought he was at his most damaging best at the line. And poor Alex Seyfarth. He just experienced that. Got absolutely shit whipped across the field. I love this guy because, he can put the big hits on not only Leon from Fox Sports, but Alex Seyfarth on the field. He's also an aerial threat. It's really just not fair. Like, he's been really close to scoring the last couple of weeks. I've backed him and gets one this week. A couple of stats, 21 runs for 260 meters, 85 post-contact meters, 3 line breaks, 1 try assist, 8 tackle breaks. Just absolute bullshit footy going on from Hamoli. All I could think when I was watching that game was, thank the Lord that this guy plays for New South Wales.
Yeah, he's a fucking superstar. Well, I left him out of my predicted team, so I thought that was pretty funny. I'm not rage baiting, I just literally forgot about him. So
I'm actually excited. I'm excited to see him start for New South Wales because obviously he hasn't. He's come off the bench and been more of an impact player. But I'm excited to see when he starts for the New South Wales to see how he goes. I think he's got Origin written all over him.
Yeah, he's a superstar. He kind of reminds me of like these impact fucking second rows we used to have back in the day, So he's going to be an absolute nightmare for Queensland, and I love to see it. So, reverse player of the week for you. Have you got any fool of the week you'd like to call out?
I do. Yeah, it was a tough week.
Now remember, delivery is important here. So maybe that little piece there could make the clip when you post this.
Good point.
Yep.
We love all of our NRL players and we respect them all. And this week it was a very tough call for me between 3 players, between Nicho Hynes, Reece Walsh, and Setu 2. Setu 2. But I think I'm going to settle with Setu this week.
What the fuck did he do?
Look, he scored some tries for the Dragons on the right, but he bombed a couple of tries. When I say a couple, I mean at least 2 for the Dragons against Penrith. And,
good pun there.
And defensively, he has unfortunately been caught out quite a few times, about 6 rounds in a row now at this point. So I feel for the guy. He's playing in a rough defensive team at the minute on an edge. But he's unfortunately getting exposed most weeks, which is great for my try scorer bets because I've been cashing on that left, versus in the left side.
Poor old Setu.
And being, a Sharks fan and a Dragons hater, it's awesome to see. But for Dragons fans, I've got to imagine it's getting pretty old. So, poor Setu.
You know why they call him Setu too? Because he lets 2 tries in every week. Tom Jenkins. Perfect example of it. I actually really like Setu 2. Come to South Sydney, mate. You'll fucking score 100 tries on a wing, trust me. But yeah, Setu 2 for 2 tries he concedes every week.
All right.
Oh, you can't say that. Fuck. I wouldn't like to see Setu 2 in my fucking DMs at 4:45.
I'd be much more frightened. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'd be way more frightened for sure. Yeah, that's a true fact. But all right, let's move on to the NRL round preview. Look, we
round.
We'll skim this one. We sort of got a little bit in depth with the review of last week just because of the amount of games with Origin this week. So look, we'll quickly just go through the 4 or 5 games that are there and discuss what's there. And I reckon we should get into the Origin sort of stuff. So Thursday we've got the Dolphins play the Raiders. Friday we've got the Storm taking on the Dogs. Saturday we have the Dragons taking on the Warriors and also the Eagles taking on the Titans. And on Sunday, closing us out, we've got Cowboys, Rabbitohs. Franklin, any of them you'd like to discuss?
I'm looking at the Raiders versus the Dolphins very closely.
Yes, and why is that?
Because I'm curious. I wanted to see team lists. I tend to think the Dolphins look good value here. Are you on the other side?
I was curious to know why the Dolphins aren't at $1.30 and they're at $1.90. They're underdogs. Going off the sports bet market, I'm reading here, they are the underdogs against the Raiders.
Yeah, that was my read as well. I think the Raiders have Hudson Young, Ethan Strange. I think that might be it for the Raiders. But they're 2 big players for that team. Like, that halves pairing is obviously very inexperienced as it is.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins, they obviously miss Hamaso, Plath, Cobbo on the wing.
Yep.
But I'm not too worried because Trey Fuller comes in at fullback. That's much of a muchness for me. I think that's a great in. And their halves stay much the same. Nicho Hynes out with a hamstring. So they're a little bit of a question mark over their team. But I think they've got way more star power. And I think they could look really good value this week.
Mate, it was the same for me 2 weeks ago with the Knights being at such a funny price. From what I've watched the Dolphins, I think, like the last 2 or 3 weeks in a row. From what I've seen from them and what I've seen from Canberra, Dolphins should win this comfortably. It's at a stretch maybe, but like at $1.94, the value is insane for them this week, I think.
Too.
And I reckon there'll be a lot of punters out there that take the Dolphins head-to-head at $1.94. I reckon it'd be silly not to.
I think it's good value. Like they're not.
It's in Canberra, yeah, fair enough, at home. But like I said, the Hudson Young and the Ethan Strange being out. Mind you, let's actually reconsider this now, knowing who out for the Dolphins.
Yeah. I got the team list right in front of me.
Read them out.
I'm looking. You want 1 to 17 for Dolphins?
Just give me the Origin players that are out.
Okay.
So
For the Dolphins?
Dolphins, please.
There's 3 outs for Canberra as well. Another big name there.
Go for it.
The outs for the Dolphins, 5 big outs. Hamaso Tabuai Fido, he gets replaced by Trey Fuller. So
Yep.
I'm not too worried there. Cody Nikorima out with a hamstring. Brad Schneider replaces him. Again, probably a downgrade, but not too bad. Max Plath out. Kurt Donahue in. Don't care. That's much of a muchness trade for me. Selwyn Cobbo out. Tavita Nafau goes on the wing. Potentially maybe a Jack Bostock, but looks like he's named in the centres. And then Tom Flegler out. No idea who replaces him, but they got a lot of second row forward.
And all these guys have played first grade before.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
I'm pretty comfortable with those. Obviously, Hammer probably being the biggest one. Plath, also important, but Kurt Donahue does a pretty good job of his role as well.
100%.
So,
and Trey Fuller, like, give him some credit. He's unbelievable when he gets started. So he'll bring energy to that team that they've been missing, especially from the back. The 3 outs for Canberra: Ethan Strange, Hudson Young, Simi Sasangi. Big
sure.
outs.
Sasangi is massive
and
too.
Dane Laurie's named at 6. Whether he plays there or not, I don't know.
Dane Laurie's named at 6?
Yep.
All right. Fucking better lock of the week. Dolphins $1.94. Heard it here first.
I love it. There you go. I think they're good value too. I'm all over them.
Yep. Moving on to Bulldogs Storm. For me, Storm at $2.10. Even with Munster out and Liero out, a lot of value. I mean, the Dogs can't score points. So why are they favourites?
Harry Grant out too.
Okay, huge one.
Crichton out for the Dogs though. Like that's probably just.
I reckon this game is going to be piss.
I don't know. I have no read on this game whatsoever. I got no idea. This
game is going to be piss. I don't even
no
want to
idea.
Do we have to talk about it?
I think Jacob Preston will be the best player on the field in this entire game. But
unless Jerome Hughes has a generational game on his own.
True. He's going to have to. I don't know who wins this game. I have no fucking idea.
Let's just hope it's a Storm.
Yeah.
Just for the Bulldogs' sake.
Yep.
Aren't they just slowly climbing down that ladder? 14th, the Bulldogs.
What I'll say is this. You got to be game to take the Bulldogs at favourite prices at the minute, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Pass. Dog or pass for me.
They lost to fucking Parrot at favourite, so I don't trust them with one fucking bit of me.
Dog or pass.
The Warriors at the newly renamed St. George Venues Jubilee Stadium.
What the hell is that?
Don't know, but
Cogra.
Yeah, I've got actually a lot of headlines coming out of the St. George area this week. I'm looking forward to giving you some gossip that is non-NRL related in relation to St. George this week.
Oh, sure.
Shout out to any of our St. George listeners that are listening to this. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're referring to, but I'm excited to hear.
You're going to fucking love it.
Okay, good.
You're going to love it and hate it and just laugh.
Good to know.
But yeah, the Warriors taking on the Dragons. I mean...
Couple of outs. Capewell, Barnett and Boyd.
Also, Warriors fans probably rejoicing that they get their best player not playing Origin at a risk of injury.
Who's that?
Jackson Ford.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. It looks like Tuivasa, Sheck's back. Obviously, Tanner Boyd replaced by Tamari Martin. Other than that, much of a muchness in the forward packs for me. So, Moses Sully out. They've named Jaden Sewer in centre. No idea.
Warriors 40, Dragons 4.
I like it. Look for that left edge. Honestly, if Sewer's in the centre with Setu too, holy fuck, they're in trouble. They are in massive trouble.
So that's DWZ?
Nah, he's on the right. It's Loffy and probably Sheck has been playing there. Loffy could have 4.
Another 2 tries conceded this week.
Double.
Lock in a Loffy double.
Yeah, I agree.
The Dribble Sport guarantee.
I like
there it is. I'll put the curse on it.
I like it.
Eagles, Titans, not talking about that, sorry. They're going to win by 40. Like, they're fucking... The Eagles are smashing them. They're sitting 4th, riding high. Titans are coming last. Can't score points without their captain. Like, who gives a shit? And without Jojo Fafita as well, so...
And they're missing 3 big ones for Manly. Hamoli, Hopewadi, and Cooler.
Don't matter.
Fair enough.
Don't matter. They're going to smash them. Kieran Foran won't lose to the Titans.
Love that.
And lastly on Sunday, Cowboys, Rabbitohs.
How do you feel about that one?
Sweating it. Definitely sweating it. we've been good as underdogs this year, South, to be fair. But Cowboys and Cowboys, different beast, high-scoring team. We're lacking in the points department the last sort of week. I don't know. But again, you can't trust the Cowboys to win at home. We've seen them cough that up time and time again. Also, Cowboys with any out?
They've got Cotter named for Origin, obviously.
But there's no Tuolungi.
No Tuolungi. He's not playing.
Dearden's out.
Dearden out. Braden Burns out on a wing. So
don't know. I'm not feeling amazing about it. Obviously, we got no Campbell Graham, no Latrell, but we've won without Latrell pretty convincingly. Yeah, Cam Murray is obviously a big loss, but we've got a bit of we've got players up. Have you seen Tallis Duncan's been named at right centre?
Centre, yeah. So he'll be against Purdue, which looks interesting speed wise, but he might have him covered. Who knows?
Yeah.
Adam Elliott into 13.
I don't know how that guy's playing first grade, let alone starting at lock. But you'll see Wayne Bennett usually gives guys a run, then shafts them. It's a bit like Garlic, I think, been dropped. So
might put Hubner in. Like it might be a late one where they put him at starting 13.
He does a lot of shuffling. It's actually quite hard to keep up with. But yeah, look, I'm not honestly confident one bit. So I'll be tipping the Cowboys this week for me.
I don't know. I think it's a tough one. Cowboys at home probably get the side for me, but not confident at all in that game. There's a few ones where I'm looking like the Storm and the Dogs in that one specifically. I'm like, fucking toss a coin, honestly.
Fair enough.
And you got 7 teams with buys this week.
7 teams with buys. So shout out to all of them that are going to get the W. Your Sharks included. So again, the Sharks just proving you wrong with another 2-point victory, mate. So
take that.
Congratulations. But look, obviously we filmed Tuesday, Wednesday. So by the time we were going to film next week's episodes, we wouldn't be able to get out any Origin stuff. So I thought we could just maybe quickly talk about Origin, a few talking points, just because, next week, by the time next week's episode comes out, the game would have already been done. And then by that point, we can probably review the Origin game, depending on when we film. So, New South Wales Blues, anything that you want to talk on that we haven't already discussed? Again, Radley was probably the key one. Probably Saifidi as well.
Yeah, they're the biggest few for... I mean, I'm interested to see how AFB goes at starting prop level. Like, I thought he was really good. Actually, I didn't give him any credit in the Sharks game. He started captain, I think, for the first time for the Sharks, and I thought he was really, really good. Like, that's one of the games I've watched him this year and went, fuck, hats off. He had a real crack. So maybe he's coming into Origin at the right time, but I don't know. We'll see how he goes at Origin level. It's a fast pace. It's heavy. We'll see if he benefits from it. I don't really know, but I love our back row, Hudson Young and Hamoli. I think that's super damaging compared to like a Capewell and a Cotter, who may be more consistent but like less damage. And in terms of our benches, I mean, there might be a bit of shuffling come game night, but I tend to think we might have a bit more on the edge. I'm keen to see what he does with Ethan Strange. I thought that was a little bit of a weird inclusion.
He won't play though, I don't think.
He's aimed at 18. Maybe might be like a late one, but him and Casey McLean are on the extended pine. I don't know. I think there's a few question marks over that. I like our halves pairing better, Moses and Cleary. You would think there's a little bit more class edge there.
I fucking hate how Moses is just the automatic selection. I know you have raps on him, but I fucking can't copy him.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking here he comes.
You know who I'm stoked got picked that I didn't think he would? Tony Staggs. I'm really happy for that. I hope he's just healthy, obviously, because he's been out for a little bit, but he's got a little bit of time to get better. But he's got Origin written all over for me. Right center, he's fucking unbelievable defensively, one-on-one. It's so hard to beat. And offensively, he can score tries, and he's just a dog, man. The amount of times that he's scored long-range tries at like the 79th minute of games for the Bronx, fucking unbelievable. I hope he does it for New South Wales and just goes ballistic.
He's one hell of a football player, that's for sure.
How do you feel? Anything you want to touch on?
No, like I said, going through these, we probably went a bit earlier on before. Like, again, like Teddy being named a fullback, I think was up for debate. I think a lot of people would have said him or Edwards, maybe somebody else potentially, but I'm really happy to see Kohler get a spot on the wing. I'm looking forward to seeing him fucking just running straight at Cobbo or even at Jojo for feet. I reckon he's going to be pretty hard to stop, especially if they can get inside 20 metres. But yeah, I was pretty upset that the kid from Gerringong can't get a fucking call out, poor old Jackson Ford. But if I'm a Warriors fan, I'm just saying fucking absolutely lick your wound and say fucking shut up your ass. We'll keep him. And plus, you know what's the best part about it? He's going to go to Sydney and play against his fucking junior club in the Dragons. And I guarantee you he fucking scores a try and has a fucking Dalian performance game. And all you can do there is just say, hey, if you didn't pick me fucking for game one, how can't you pick me for game two? Because I guarantee there'll be some sort of headline with these fucking Radleys and Safidis that get picked, and people are just going to go, how did this bloke not get picked or at least get in the squad?
Yeah, I agree.
In the squad at least.
Yep. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is we don't have like a genuine utility on the bench, like the number 14.
Yeah.
Blake Brayley's the 17. Ethan Strange is the 18.
Oh,
like,
we didn't even mention him getting picked. How good's that?
Blake Brayley.
Not once have we said.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really glad for him. I think it's an awesome.
Is it his
inclusion.
first time being included?
Yeah, I believe so.
How have we missed that? We sort of
Yeah.
said all the bloke we'd like to get see picked. You haven't even mentioned your own player on the
Yeah,
bench
I mean,
there, Brayley.
he sort of got hidden away a bit, to be honest. But I'm confused by just the structuring of this. 17 and 18 makes no sense. I think the 14 is a utility spot. Obviously, it doesn't matter as long as they're on the bench.
And I hate
Who
saying
gives a
two
fuck?
hookers. I mean, in the real world, I love them, but I hate saying two hookers in the Blues team, especially when they
I would agree.
the one on the bench is better and plays 80 minutes. So.
I thought it would be Brayley or Robson, not both of them. And then you have a genuine utility on the bench. That's what scares me because they've got Ezra on their extended pine, and I think he could fucking break us at some point. Like, the speed that he's got. I don't know if you saw him chase down DWZ on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, what an effort,
He's
man. I know
fucking
he
good.
scored still, but holy fuck, what an effort. I think if they inject him late, like, his speed might be the difference. I get a bit worried.
There's something about Ezra Mam and high-speed chases, am I right?
Yes. Great callback.
But yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with the Blues team. And I also, as a Blues fan, love the look of the Queensland team. Yeah, it's like Cobbo, Fafita wing pairing, a little bit questionable. I'm happy to see Sam Walker get a go at Origin. Again, I like talking about some Roosters players, and that is pretty hard to come by in my history. I used to always hate them, especially, I could riddle off the last 5 halfbacks in the Roosters and hate every single one of them. But Sam Walker, get a crack at Origin. Good on him. Son of a South... I mean, is he Chris Walker's son or Ben Walker's son? I don't know. All the Walker brothers played for South back when they were shit. So he's the son of fucking one of them, that's for sure. So good for him. Plath was your pick, making his debut at 13. So good spots from me and you there.
I reckon let's do prediction, and I want you to give me your man of the match.
Okay.
I'll put you on the spot a bit. We haven't planned for this, but
No, that's fine.
Do you have a prediction? What are you, unbiased? Or biased? I don't give a fuck either way.
I am interested to see how the P fucking Volandis ball gets introduced into Origin.
Yeah.
May we see a high-scoring game?
I kind of hope not.
I reckon we're gonna, and I'm going to go like 22... No, Nath Cleary kicks goals. 24... 16 Blues.
Okay.
I think it's going to be high-scoring compared to with all the rule changes.
Yeah.
I know they go, at Origin level it's different, but guess what? Rugby league fans, it's fucking not that different. Get over it. I don't get the Origin hype. Like, do you really care more about your state than your football club? This is a debate. Do you guys care about your state more than your football club? Because for me personally, I don't give a shit when the Blues win that much. I want to see South win the comp.
Jeez, Queensland
so when I
teams.
see South, because Queensland teams
They're gonna come for
fucking don't know rugby league, mate. They go, New South Welshmen don't get Origin. We're so happy when Queensland win Origin. Who gives a shit? When was the last time, outside of the Broncos, a Queensland team won the comp?
Oh no. You're gonna
When was it? 2015?
I don't know.
So that's why they care so much about Origin, because their fucking club team can't get it done. And I know there's more teams in New South Wales. I get that. That's not the argument here. But I would way rather see my Rabbitohs win the comp and none of them play Origin because they're healthy and we win the comp than, who won Origin 3 years ago? Tell me.
Probably Queensland.
Probably. Exactly right. I could tell you who won the last 28 NRL Grand Finals because that's important.
Yeah,
Origin
fair call.
don't mean shit unless you're a player because you get paid to be there.
Fair call.
I know it's up for debate and I could sound like an idiot here, but my own opinion is that the NRL competition is more important than the State of Origin trophy.
I mean, you make.
And I don't play NRL, never have, never will. So maybe it's an unvalid, biased opinion. Fair enough. But that's why I'm asking you. Yeah. Surely there's someone out there who agrees with me.
Well, the discussion, when people say, what's one thing that you wish you had? It's never, I wish I won State of Origin. It's always, I wish I had a ring.
That's right.
So maybe you make a point.
If you're a supporter of a club who hasn't won or won't win for the next 50 years, aka the Dragons,
and the Titans,
are you happy for your players making the team? Fair enough, but you're not going to get to the end of the year and go, oh, wasn't it good to see Hamish Stewart get a run for the Blues? You're going to be going, fuck our team shit.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Hey, great argument. We'll see what the people think. I don't know. I would much rather see the Sharks win a premiership than to see the New South Wales Blues win. But hey, nothing wrong with a double.
Yeah, so if any Origin players want to call me out, fucking meet me in the car park.
That's your prediction.
That's my prediction. 24-16 New South Wales Blues, high scoring game with the changes of the game.
Yeah, I like it. I think it might be even more high scoring. I think the Blues should win in Sydney, obviously. I'm going to go 30 to 18.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
30-18. I think there's going to be tries galore with PVL ball. The style, like the grinding style, there's going to be so many set restarts and momentum and shit like that. So 30-18 for the New South Wales Blues for me.
Love it.
And man of the matches, who do we think?
I was going to say Victor Radley. Victor Radley. I reckon Victor Radley just for fucking fun.
I like it.
Chuck it in a fucking bet and get $100 to $1 odds.
I'm going to go Katoni Staggs as a sleeper.
Nice.
I'm going Katoni Staggs.
I'll take it seriously. I'll go Kohler then.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair play. So Katoni Staggs, man of the match. Kohler, man of the match. Radley, man of the match.
Yeah, all get hat-tricks.
Back on all of them. I like it.
But look, I hope one of us is right, just because obviously getting a bit more traction in the media now.
Yes,
hopefully we have one of those score lines is bang on the money.
And we can clip this.
And say maybe we do know what we're talking about. But I'm interested to see how people react to that, my take on Origin. But again, I've just never gotten into it as much. Like, I hardly even supported either team.
Oh, we love it, right? Don't get us wrong. It's great to watch. We love doing our live stream where we watch along. And it is fucking awesome footy when you're locked in. But you're right. You're probably right. Yeah, you would rather...
Give me a South Sydney top 4 to clash/finals game over Origin every day of the week.
It's a fair point.
Every day of the week.
Fair point.
And also, I don't like supporting teams with players I don't like.
Yep.
So the Blues used to win all the time. I used to hate Penrith. So I had to support Lenu and Luai. And back in the early 2000s, the Roosters would dominate Origin. They had like half of the Origin, like through the Roosters peak in like the early-ish 2000s or 2010, sorry. Their whole team was either an Origin player or an international player. So when I would watch them, Australia or the Blues, I'd hate it because they just bash South every week.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it.
Fair point. Fair point. We'll see what the people think. I think you could be right, but we'll see what the feedback's like.
Yep. So, look, we've spent a bit of time on this. Let's quickly go through our NRL betting picks. Last week, our locks of the week were Greg Marju and Casey McLean. Greg Marju got over, but McLean missed out somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
But look, this week for mine, I've got DWZ anytime try scorer into Storm 13 plus if at full strength, which they aren't. So I'm going to change that. My lock of the week is going to be Alofa Khan Pereira 2 tries
I like it.
against the Dragons. That is my lock of the week.
I like it.
And who's yours?
I'm going Dolphins minus 1.5.
Love that.
I think you're going to get a little bit of juice there. It's going to be in the plus money. And I think if they win, typically they win well. So I think it's a short line and they could look the value side for me.
Love that for you.
Like it.
Upset value plays. Last week we had Storm 13 plus. Well, I say we. Frank had that and I agreed with him.
Yep.
So that ticks. So another value bet cashes for the people.
The boys.
Who do you have this week as your upset value play?
I'm going to double try scorer here. As in, when I say double, I mean one each.
Collectively?
Two
tries collectively.
Yes.
Yep.
Bostock and Herbie.
Love that.
Bostock and Herbie. I'm going all in on the fucking Dolphins game this week.
Okay,
Bostock and Herbie in the centres.
Savage back in, but wrong side. No, right side.
Is he back in?
Yeah, he's back in, Savage.
Let me have a quick look-see.
I saw it today on Bloke in a Bar.
Yeah, well, let me tell you why, actually. They are the number 17th team in the competition for defence on the right side. So I think that left edge of Herbie and looks like it's going to be Tavita Nafau.
So what you're telling me is you actually do have a fucking clue, because that's the statistic right there that you've researched. So technically, you do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do. And if Nicho wants to go fucking band for band on try scorers in the last 3 years, we can fucking do it. Has he scored more in the NRL? Yes. Have I cashed more in the NRL?
Have you ever scored a try ever in your career?
No, I only went close once in the under-10s, and my brother was the touch judge, and he clearly knocked it on. And
you know what's funny? This is no... Actually, you know what? This isn't a go here, but it's funny enough because you can take it.
Yeah.
You may be the worst NRL player, rugby league player I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah,
ever.
Well, some blokes aren't built for it.
That's right.
And that's okay.
Hey, and then at least you're better to say that on camera. Some blokes aren't built for it.
Some blokes aren't built for it, and that's okay. I just never liked footy. And but I like watching it and I like analysing it, and that's just as good for me.
Yeah, and I like shitting on people too.
Yes. So it's all good. What's your double or value play this week?
Look, I'm going to go the fucking hometown hero, Jackson Ford, against his old club who didn't want him. Chuck him to score a try. There's probably enough value there alone. But because I hate the Dragons so much, here they come. Fuck, so scared. Chuck that in a multi. Jackson Ford and the Waz 13 plus to fucking do a job on him at Jubilee. There's two blokes in particular who I will name. Lachlan Ryan and Liam Ruz. I hope you go and fucking cop an absolute flogging. I hope it pisses down rain as well.
Actually, I had a voice message from a Dragons fan. I've got it right here. I'll play it very quickly. This was prior to the Penrith game on the weekend.
Okay, sure.
Here I am, a Dragons fan, at the pub on a Friday, enjoying a nice family meal before I watch our game on Sunday and kill myself. Thanks, everyone.
Well, have we heard from that Dragons fan since?
No, I should check in.
I think I know who that was from his voice. That's very funny. It was
You
neither of
should
those two
check
people. You should check in. Good idea.
Very funny.
And another thing, Doug's double last week cashed with the Knights and Greg Margie going over for a try. I think Doug's double's actually on a bit of a run.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
The less we're giving it, the more it's performing. So
Maybe that's the trick.
I'm gonna ruin it all this week by going South head to head at $2.12. Gonna back my boys in to do the Cowboys. Not feeling very confident, but usually when I don't feel confident, they get the job done. So shout out to all our punters this week and last week. If you followed us, congratulations and commiserations. But this week, let's get it done. Frank, quick picks one final time. Raiders, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Me too. Bulldogs, Storm. Storm 2 for me. Warriors, Dragons. Yep. Warriors, that's all I needed to hear. Eagles, Titans. Another laugh as well. And Cowboys, Rabbitohs.
I'm gonna go Cowboys, I think, mate. Sorry.
That's fine, mate. I don't doubt that at all. So that wraps it up for the NRL this week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your engagement, whether you're an NRL player, an NRL journalist, or just an NRL fucking fat retarded nuffy like us. That is a quote from the comment section.
Yes.
Not me saying the R word. Very well done. We love you. We respect you. We will be back next week with probably worse and worse aging takes. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on socials. Threaten us on socials. YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. Go out and serve the Lord.
Yes.
See you next week.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Sure. See you later.
Mash.